today was like something in a horror movie. It was so awful. So I screamed. Oh!
You got your phones recorded.
They're dead. It's something we've been wanting to do, and the time is going to be now. Right, let's stop procrastinating and get this done. I'm intrigued about this. I just hope it's as good as the Reese's. Hi there, and welcome back to a new weekend vlog. I thought we would have a really cozy weekend. There's loads we want to do to the house to cozy it up. We're making changes already. We have had a bit of a nightmare today. Literally a nightmare. Hold on, I need to change my battery about that. Our house earlier today was like something in a horror movie. It was so awful. I captured some of it on camera, but some of it took me by surprise and I didn't have the camera with me. So when we got back from Florida, we had loads of flies in my craft room. And I had the vents open, so I just figured, oh, it was warm, they've come in, and that was 2 weeks ago. I'm in there every day, just doing bits and pieces. I went in this morning, and it was like something out of, I think it was the Amityville horror movie, when the window's covered in flies. Big, black, almost like blue bottles, but they weren't, they were black ones. My window was full. They were everywhere, weren't they? It was horrible. So I screamed. I'd opened the windows, got them all out, and then I thought they were all out. And then I was filming a journaling video, and I reached for my sticker folder, and I was going through it, and suddenly loads flew out. It was vile. And then it happened again. I thought they were all out, and then loads more. And Aid had to come and deal with it. It just, oh, it's so gross. And then we heard buzzing on the landing. And we both looked up at the loft hatch and we knew that we had to open it. I didn't film the first bit when we first opened, they all flew out. But I did then go and grab the camera. So I will insert that little bit here. Right, I can't hear buzzing now. Just imagine if there's a great big swarm. What's the movie I was thinking of with the flies?
Fly?
No, not the fly. What's the other one? The one that we love. Amityville. They have the flies, don't they? Yeah, the window.
I'm kind of doing this a bit close to my head.
I know. Oh! They are as well. I'm going to close the bedroom windows, the doors.
Can you actually... You got your phones recorded?
They're dead. Put newspaper down, I think there might be some dead ones coming out from what we've all just seen.
Chutney.
Thick chutney. Recipe.
Chutney.
Yes, I said fig chutney recipe.
I thought you said thick.
No. My worry is that there's something dead in the loft. That's what's causing it. What do you think? We've never been up in the loft. We've been in our house nearly a year and suddenly we have loads and loads of flies. It seems a coincidence as well. One, we lost a couple of tiles from our roof when we were on holiday. And two, they keep coming in to my craft space, and that's the room obviously on the front of the house. They're getting in through the vent, and this morning it was like something out of a horror movie, wasn't it? Them all at the window. Open my sticker books for years. I was filming a video and they all came out. And now we're hearing buzzing from the loft. It's just gross.
Hey, you ready?
Yeah, go for it. Oh, there's a lot on there. Yeah, they're all coming out. They're all on they're all flying up everywhere. They're on the loft hatch. They're coming down. But I obviously don't know how many more are actually up there. There's still a couple more on the actual thing. Do you think we need to get up there?
I'm going to, but I need to get a ladder.
There's obviously some kind of problem here, isn't there? They're all in can you see in the thingy there? Dead ones. The worrying thing is how many are in the loft. Right, Aid's going to investigate. There's loads in the crease of the loft hatch. And they still keep coming out.
Yeah, I can see them all up there.
Can you?
Flying around.
Oh. I wonder what's brought them in. Just the warmth, I think. Yeah, you can see them on the ceiling, can't you? The roof thing. But it's not like you can see anything in particular. Because that was my worry, if a squirrel or something's got in and died.
Let's have a look.
Go careful. You can't see like a clump of them or anything.
No, they're just all around.
So obviously we don't want them breeding in there, do we? Gonna have to clean up this little mess. Ooh, oh, a great big moth just fell out.
Did that.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually heard
Quite
that.
a nice loft, actually.
Is it a nice loft?
Yeah.
First time you've looked, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, that wasn't very cosy. I was going to do a cosy weekend. That was just gross. So yeah, we've got Rent a Kill coming out. Aid's been in the loft. There's obviously some kind of problem in there, and the housing development are going to deal with it for us. So they've got Rent a Kill coming out. So that's just really, really gross. But anyway, we're just doing some stuff in here. It's something we've been wanting to do, and the time is going to be now. We are going to get a new TV for the kitchen. I love watching TV in here. Sat on the sofa, it's so cozy. And we had the really, really small TV, and then a friend of ours gave us a larger TV, which we are now going to put in our bedroom, and then get a larger one down here. So we've just been to Curry's. A guy called Aaron there. Oh, sorry.
Label, does it say the model number on it?
So Aaron in Curry's was so helpful. That is huge.
But if it's up on the wall...
And we couldn't decide what size. We thought we wanted a 43, but then looking in Curry's, 43 looked quite small. And Aaron said, what size have you got in your lounge? And we said we thought we had a 50. And he said, why don't you go and swap them around and have a look? He was so helpful, wasn't he? He looked so young, but he knew all his stuff. I judge a person by their age. You should never go in somewhere and think that just because they're young, they don't know anything. Aaron was so lovely. We were going to order on Amazon, and we've decided to go, we were just going to go into Curry's just to see what they were like in person. We're going to go back and order from Curry's or buy from Curry's because Aaron was just lovely. He really was. And then we can leave some amazing feedback for him. It was a good idea of his. We're going to put it on the wall anyway. That is quite big, isn't it?
I'm just thinking if it's on the wall, that's quite a massive...
And we didn't want it to dominate the space, did we?
But do you think the 43?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's turn it on.
Louis would love this, wouldn't he? He would love this. Oh, I've also got to sort my kitchen cupboard out as well. We got a new tap today. That got fitted earlier on as well. So that's the new matching tap, the original one we should have had. Almost a year ago. Can you believe? Is it 45 weeks you said we've been in our house this week? That really does look big, doesn't it? Don't you think? Quite nice though. But it doesn't dominate the room in some ways.
No,
because it's tucked out of the corner.
If it's tucked out the way and on the wall,
yeah,
up at that height, that's the thing you got to remember, it's on here at the moment. If that was on the wall behind...
Yeah. I don't know. Big decision to make, isn't it? The other thing we were talking about, this is the kind of thing that we watch in the kitchen. It's all home reno programmes. We're loving Battle on the Beach at the moment. Thank you, Debbie. Great recommendation. But so it's not like we need anything fancy in here. It has a nice size though.
I'm just saying, if it was up, 'cause it'd have to be up here.
Yeah.
This would basically be there.
Yeah.
It basically wouldn't be in front of the drinks cabinet.
Yeah.
And you can actually mount it properly so it's right in the corner if you want to. And you can actually even do it to tilt it a little bit.
Okay. We've made a decision. The lounge TV is back in the lounge now. We're going for the big one and we're going to mount it on the wall. Done it. 10 to 8 in the evening. And we're, Aid's putting in a new TV.
There's just more of the facts holding the box down.
Oh, I'm holding the box down.
Yeah, just so as I can lift it, just making sure the box is set.
Yeah. So I can mount this way. For now we're just popping it on there, but it will be wall mounted, and we found when it's on the wall it doesn't seem as big, whereas on the...
It looks smaller. Sorry.
Here's the power lead. And as Aaron just said, it's because you've got something to compare it directly to because it's on a piece of furniture. Wasn't Aaron lovely?
He was. He was very helpful.
He carried it out to the car for us. He was so sweet. But yeah, when it's on the wall, it didn't look so big. Right, we thought we would treat ourselves. We had a thing through the door today for a different Chinese to say that they do a salt and pepper box. It's £14.90. You get a choice of rice or noodles. We've got noodles. There's wings and ribs and chips and chicken balls, and we've added an extra sauce. You get one sauce with it. I think that's really good for £14.90, and I added a curry sauce. Are the chips good?
I don't know.
It's all salt and pepper. Well, salt and chilli, isn't it? That's really good.
It's nice.
This is delicious. The noodles are great. We've got spring rolls. I can't believe we've got all this food for 15 quid. It's so good.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer
That house is beautiful.
It's the water stand here.
Oh, we've come into Donkey Lane. We've come in at a different angle then. But we want to go home the other way, don't we?
Yeah.
I just love this place so much. Morning. We've had a really nice Saturday morning already, and it's only 10:15. We've been out for our walk. We felt guilty after eating that Chinese salt and chilli box last night. It was nice, but yeah, we had massive guilt this morning. Not the healthiest of things to do. And so we've had a lovely walk. We've done, I didn't even check, we did about 7,000 steps this morning.
Yeah, I think so.
Beautiful morning. And then we got back, jumped in the shower, and then we thought, right, let's go out for coffee. So we have just arrived in one of our favourite places, but we're not sure. The coffee shop's been open 15 minutes. Will we get a table? It's tiny here. Let's go and see. There we go, the cafe at Nunny. I'm excited. Oh, they do brunch, eh? We only came for coffee. Croque monsieur, coffee, French tart, and a croissant, and it all looks amazing. It's so cute here. We've just come out to the castle. That food. It says outside it's an award-winning cafe. It's amazing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And everything, or there's a lot of things that are sourced locally.
And it's all homemade by this one couple.
Yeah, oh, it's amazing. That French tart.
Oh my goodness, it had a layer of red onion jam at the bottom. So good, and the croque monsieur was amazing.
The cheese is just, you know, when you go places we always want strong cheese, it just makes a difference.
But it wasn't sickly either. Sometimes a croque monsieur can be a bit sickly, especially when it starts to cool down. This was perfect. Now we thought we'd go for a quick wander just around the moat. It's so beautiful here, isn't it?
It is. The sky as well.
I know. That's why I think I wanted to come out this morning. The sky just looks so blue. And I always think of this place. When I think of a blue sky, I always imagine here, and how the castle looks. Love this place. It's so sunny. I don't feel like doing anything. We got home and I've just been sat here with the sun coming through. It's so lovely and warm, and Aid's watching the football. I wanted to sort the kitchen out. I need to sort the cupboard out under the sink because we have the new tap fitted. Everything needs to go back in, but I need to clear the draining board as well. I don't think we're going to need food for the rest of the day now. We are so stuffed. It was so nice. It's such a good coffee shop. Right, let's go and tackle that under sink cupboard. It needs doing. And the plan was while Aid was watching football, I was supposed to be working. So I think I'm going to quickly do the sink area and then go upstairs and get some work done. I don't want to. I just want to sit here in the sun. Right, let's stop procrastinating and get this done. So I don't know if you remember all the tap problem. We moved into our house and we noticed instantly that the tap was leaking. It then took them, I think, about 7 months to actually find the replacement. Or maybe about 7 months. And then they put it in, and it was it wasn't like for like. We had a really nice tap, and they put in some crappy old tap that was a different colour to the sink, and we didn't really like it, and it wobbled. It wasn't even a really good fitting. And Aid looked for our original tap, and I think they were about £400-500, and the one that they'd given us was a real cheap version. Really cheap, and so we're really unhappy about it. So we did let them know, and it's now taken all this time to actually get the proper tap done. So we're finally back with our original tap that doesn't leak and matches the sink, so we're very pleased with that. So it was worth the wait. But yeah, so now it's taken me a while. I've been really sitting on this. I just couldn't be bothered to put the sink stuff in. I obviously had to empty the cupboard for when the plumber came. And now a couple of days later, it's finally all going back in the cupboard. Nice and clean and tidy and organised. A couple of hours later, I have finished 2 journaling videos ready for next week. I'll show you them. Here's my vintage journal, which I absolutely love. And this is our 2023 road trip. So I've done one about Debbie's cats there. Done that page, and I've got a new stencil in this month's kit, and I've created those onto plain tags. They've got the doors slamming downstairs. There's the stencil there. So I did a technique using those, which I love. And then I did it on this envelope as well, and this was the other page I created about collecting our Starbucks mugs. There, so I've done the 2. Update on the flies. I closed the vent last night and none came in this morning. So we did leave it open just to check. Went out for coffee. When we came back, there was a few in here. So they're definitely coming in through that. I need to clean the windows because there's fly poop everywhere, which is gross. We were advised to leave this closed, but you decided, didn't you, that just to leave it open. You've let more out. Rent-to-kill. Sorry?
They keep coming out.
I know. Rent-to-kill aren't coming for a few more days, are they?
Yeah. I thought any live ones that are out, they're out, aren't they?
And at least they're not hopefully laying more eggs or whatever they do. It's been really unlucky with the amount of problems we've had in this house. Our neighbours, I think they've had one small thing, and obviously we've had loads. We've just been really unlucky, I think. Aid's now looking at the curtain to see about having putting that up. With him going away more now, I really want to make sure I've got proper window covers, just to make me feel a bit safer, especially now. It didn't bother me in the summer because it was obviously still light at 10 o'clock when he went away last time. But I think now with it being dark earlier, I want something to cover the French doors. Hi there, welcome to Sunday. It's sort of like midday-ish, I think. Yeah, 12:30. We've been and done a great big Lidl shop, a food shop, and I'm doing a separate video of like food shopping, food prep and all that kind of thing for another day. Aid is now sorting out the curtains.
Not really right against the wall, they will be away because they've got a bracket.
Yeah.
But it's more the position.
These are actually from our old house, and the colour just goes so well. We knew when in the old house, that we would eventually bring them in here, didn't we? And the curtain pole we had, they were brand new, that we'd just never got around to changing in the old house.
So this is more for the height.
Yeah.
So I want you to come and have a look.
Okay.
That's where they are now.
Oh, that's perfect. I like it when they just crumple on the floor slightly. It's absolutely perfect. Do you want a pencil?
The post-it note, please. I cut it with that height.
Yeah, it's amazing how much light they block.
Can I just... Yeah, no, but that's there, so they will go back.
Yeah, that's true.
This was my other thing I wanted to ask you for, because I'm struggling to hold these up. They're quite weighty.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
It's how far overhang they need.
That looks perfect to me.
No, but what I'm saying, they're going to be away from the wall, but does that look too scrunched up like that?
No, not at all.
Okay, so what I want to do is put a post-it that end.
Yes, it's done. Let's go and have a look. Oh, they do actually make it look a bit homely, don't they? Don't you think?
Yeah. Don't give me that.
I have changed our dinner plans. We were going to have spaghetti bolognese, but we are now having a roast dinner. Very, very happy with the new curtain. Next job, we've got a new printer, so Aid's just sorting that. We have been struggling with printers forever, and it's something I use a lot with work. So I need one, and ours is just so unreliable now, but I've had it absolutely years and years and years. So I finally got a replacement, which has been needed for years. We've really been pushing our luck with it. So Aid's just about to try and install that. Also meant to say, curries, if you take anything back, we were just talking about it, weren't we?
Yeah.
Anything back with, was it an electric lead?
Basically, I mean, check with them. But when it was in there earlier asking about it, you asked the other day, didn't you, as well,
Yeah.
when we got the TV. And I spoke, it was the same guy that we bought the TV from. I said to him about are you able to recycle? And he said, yep, anything. And he said even someone bought a hedge trimmer. It had a lead on it.
So as long as it's got a lead.
Anything with a lead. Now, don't quote us on that. It's just obviously what we were sort of told, but they do recycle. So anything like a printer is going to be perfect for taking back.
So we can take our old one back. But the good thing is,
you then get £5 off your next shop.
or do you get like a voucher?
I think it must be. So it's not you don't get £5, but you get £5 off whatever you buy next.
That's really handy. So it's worth knowing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it seems nice to know that, because they then go off and they either.
You're going to need to take this because this is dinner's.
They either get sold for the spare parts or they get recycled. So, but it's nice to know they've been properly recycled, like the proper wee recycling. So yeah. That's good to know. And
whilst I'm making a roast dinner, we decided this yesterday, we wanted to try and make our own Reese's popcorn. Cliff and Glenn sent us some over from Tennessee last year. Actually, it might have been this year even, I don't know. Time just flies, and it's the best thing we've ever eaten. I don't even eat popcorn, but we cannot get enough of this stuff. And yesterday we popped open one of the bags that we brought back from Florida, and we just couldn't understand why we only bought 2 bags. So we're going to try and recreate our own Reese's our own Reese's popcorn today. So we're kind of like using this recipe along with adding our own things. So we're going to heat half a cup of white sugar, I'm using caster sugar, and half a cup of golden syrup. Our first attempt, we've decided to buy sweet and salty ready popped popcorn. And then we're adding in the peanut butter. We might need more popcorn. It said 6 cups.
Should I try a bit and shake it?
Just makes me think of satay. I'm now thinking I'm making satay popcorn.
I need to do this way around.
I'm intrigued about this. I just hope it's as good as the Reese's. And although this is not like Reese's at all, I am just chopping through a Snickers bar as well, because we've decided to add this in with it just to give it an extra little bit of... It's hardening really quick. I guess it will do because it's the sugar, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need to spread it then on the cookie sheets.
I'm just saying it's going to be...
And that's when we drizzle over the chocolate then. Should we try it? Will one sheet be enough? I wasn't sure.
I tried.
I think one sheet should be fine, actually.
Yeah, it's already...
Yeah. Do you want me to get a little spatula?
See, the thing is, this is not going to separate now.
It smells good.
It does.
So, Wade's been separating them.
They probably all go together again, won't they?
They're definitely more sweet. You can't really taste the peanut butter, can you? So we're going to add a little bit of salt. Just going to give it a little bit sprinkle. And then I've just melted some milk chocolate. So we're going to drizzle this over. So I've sprinkled on the Snickers. And I'm just drizzling the chocolate on now. And we're going to pop that in the fridge. Hopefully then, by the time we've had dinner, that'll be cool. You've got to have gravy with your roast dinner, haven't you? There we go. I've put some fig chutney on the crispy Brussels as well. Roasted carrots, potatoes, chicken thighs and peas. And then I made the broccoli cheese as well. These curtains really do make such a difference in here. It feels really quite homely now. It really has made a big difference. And I think it's time to check on that popcorn. So this is the Reese's popcorn and this is our homemade version. Should we just try a little bit of the homemade? Go on, Huge.
I'm trying that piece there.
That piece there. It's all stuck together.
I said it might do this. We needed something to try and... Oh, there we go, broken.
Okay.
I think it needs more of a peanut buttery flavour.
More salt.
And less of the caramel. It's very caramelly, isn't it?
It's very caramelly.
It sticks to your teeth, whereas the Reese's one doesn't.
No.
Very tasty.
It's very good. The Reese's one is more salty. Do you think if we add a little bit of salt, but next time we'd maybe leave out the caramel?
Do you reckon if we were to put this in like a bowl with a lid and really shake it with some salt?
So that bit was a little bit salty.
What was it?
That bit was good.
Very nice.
It was really good. I think you could have real
Yeah, I had
fun
some salt there.
making your own popcorn. Maybe we
Oh,
won't
it's all
salt
fine.
it anymore. I think this is really tasty. And with that, I'm going to finish this video. So this is a couple of days later, we are loving the curtains. It just feels so much cozier. I don't know if it sounds any different. Let us know if it's less echoey. I would 100% recommend playing with popcorn, just adding your own flavours, and I think you can come up with some really fun mixes. In Magic Kingdom now, in the confectionery, as you enter Magic Kingdom over on the right, there is a popcorn area at the back, and you can make up your own popcorn mixes, and they put them in big bowls and they add all sorts. You can add your own toppings, your own sweets and all that. So that's really fun. So you could do the same and just add whatever you want to it. Let me know if you like popcorn and what is your favourite kind of mix. And with regards to the flies, we ended up ordering some loft bombs, and as we haven't heard yet when Rent-A-Kill's coming out, so Aid ordered them, really good reviews and all that, and we thought, well, at least we'll get something up there until they arrive. And it said they may cause smoke. He got them home, or he ordered them. They arrived and it said that they can cause sparks. And we thought that's not a good idea. Putting into a loft which is full of fiberglass, not ideal really. You do not want any sparks in the loft at all. So we've decided just to leave the hatch closed and let Rent-A-Kill come and come and sort it out. But he was reading up, and they seem to be called cluster flies, and it's common when you're in more rural areas. They come in from the cold. When it starts getting colder, they find somewhere warm. So I don't think we've maybe got a dead body up there. I don't know though, but I would like Rent-A-Kill to just come and do something just to put our own sort of minds at ease. And we've since found out actually our neighbour, not sort of a couple of doors away, she's got the same problem as well. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking that something didn't die in the loft anyway, but that was my initial worry. Anyway, thank you for joining me, us I should say, and I'm sorry it wasn't the cozy video that I planned. It didn't quite go to plan. It was a bit of a stressy one in the end, wasn't it? But thank you very much. I hope you have an amazing week. Let us know what you're up to, and we will see you next week with a new vlog. Take care, have a great week. Bye.